And hello, World Hoppers! Welcome to Cosmere Horizons, your one-stop shop for everything Cosmere. Um, Hi. I guess I didn't prep anything to say after that. Um, we're doing another Cosmere live stream trivia, so I'm really pumped and really excited to be back at this. I have a great lineup of 25, 30, it's like 25 questions set up and prepared for you guys, and I'm really excited. It's so good to be back. Oh, I had confetti poppers. Hold on, let me get the confetti. Oh, I just stepped on my laptop. That's okay, it didn't break. Hold on, I have confetti poppers. Guys, I lost them. Okay, change of plan. I don't have confetti poppers, but we have excitement. And we have joy, you know. And what else do we really need than joy and Brandon Sanderson in this world? Yeah, I got everything set up. This is like the most comfortable I've been in a stream setup. My last setup, it was like very cramped, very small. And in my I was streaming from my laptop, but the one I just stepped on actually. But now I'm doing it from like an actual computer with an actual microphone. We have jazz hands. Thank you, Mo. Yeah, exactly. That is how we will have enthusiasm today. I'll get things started right around like 9:05. Just to let everyone funnel in. I'll open up the Kahoot link at 9:01. I like to chat, hang out. Oh, Bennett's in the chat. Fun story about Bennett. Bennett just finished Wind and Truth like last week. I don't know, Bennett. When did you finish Wind and Truth? Yeah, last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. You went to Spain, but you missed Brandon Sanderson. Brandon went to Spain and then left, and then Bennett got to Spain like the day Brandon left, and Bennett took that very personally. We had a great discussion about Wind and Truth the other day, though. I enjoyed that conversation, Bennett. Yeah, Bennett, how are you feeling about Wind and Truth? It's a great question. How I met Bennett is I was in class one day, and I looked over, and he was reading Mistborn and the Final Empire, and I was like, hey, did you know there's 20 other books? And he was like, what? So yeah, I think Bennett's gone through Era 1, Stormlight, now all of Stormlight. And I think that's it. I think you're going to Sunlit Man next or something. I don't know. But best of luck with your journey, Bennett. This is the first Cosmere trivia that you'll be able to actually do well in. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. I remember one of the first Cosmere trivias you hopped on and it didn't go very well. But that's okay. Yeah. Wow, 23 people in the chat. This is good. These are similar numbers to what we did when we had it the first time. And so I'm glad. I was worried it was going to die down a little bit. So I'm glad we got people. Glad we got people to play some trivia. Yeah. Yeah, what did Mo say? Dude, finding Sanderson fans in the wild is insane. I don't know if you guys have stories. I have two good stories. One, it was the week Wind and Truth came out. It was before I had Cosmere Horizons, and I was on a plane back from a family vacation, and I was on literally the last chapter of Wind and Truth, and the flight stewardess walked by, and she was like, "Is that Wind and Truth? Don't let me see it. I can't read it while I'm working." And it came. This is like the week after it came out. So that is that was, I think that was my favorite one. Second one is I met someone on the Red Line, which is like the public transit in Chicago. And I was like, have you heard of, she was reading Words of Radiance. And I was like, have you heard of Cosmere Horizons? She said no, but it was still fun. Adolin, where's your dude? Dude, no one said that before, William, and I'm coining that. That is amazing. Well, I'm not gonna steal it, but that is amazing. That made my day. Adolin, that's so good. That's so good. Anyway, where's your helmet? So I actually don't have the helmet. Jimmy has the helmet, and he's going to ship it to whoever wins the Shards of Summer challenge. Yeah, you guys have been killing the Shards of Summer challenge. It's been awesome to see all your submissions. Woo, we got almost 30 people in the live, and we haven't even started. Let's go. I need my confetti popper back. No woman on the subway one. The woman on. Oh yeah, you were there, Ben. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out like that, but I've kind of forgot you were there. But I'm glad you were there. Yeah, I wear my Stormlight hoodie all the time. It attracts Wild Sanderson fans. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. That Stormlight hoodie. I went to go see Hadestown when it came to Chicago. and there was someone wearing a Stormlight hoodie, and I just went up to him and I said, "Life before death," and then just walked away, and he just went, "Yes!" It was really funny. Oh, I just spit. My bad. That's awkward. Any meta questions? Okay, so for those who don't know, there's always an infamous meta question in these Cosmere trivias where everyone really hates the fact that I have a meta question in there because no one knows the meta questions. And to that I say, yes, I have another meta question in there. It feels like a staple at this point that I gotta throw at least one in there. They're always an interesting meta question, but there is one meta question in there, Aqua, but only one and no more. Dylan, do you have the OC yet for the RPG? The OC? Oh, Mo, what are you talking about? The OC? Am I going crazy? Run 3. No, it is not as bad as what day of the week did Brandon write the duel. It is a somewhat manageable question. Oh my gosh, Jace, you're hi Jace. Anyway, yeah, is it time to? Oh, I lost track of time. Yeah, we can. Oh, okay. OC is original characters. Yes, I actually. Okay, yes, I do have an original character for the Cosmere RPG, which I'm coming out with a video on Wednesday about character creation. And there's a Truth Watcher idea for a character that I'm so amped up about. Like, I need to play in a large campaign as a Truth Watcher. That's what I need for my soul. So yes, I do have an OC for the Cosmere RPG. It is a Truth Watcher, and you will see me create him on Wednesday. Or if I get the video done, then I might just upload it tomorrow. All right. I'm going to go to the Kahoot. Oh, I almost just exposed the entire behind the scenes, behind things. Let's see. Continue with no. Okay. I think I can do the countdown. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello. That's the wrong. I don't know why that just exposed all of that. Nobody hack my stream, please. Why are you frozen like that? Why? Hold on. Please hold real quick. Please no one hack my stream. Okay. Studio mode. Okay. Mo says hi, Jace. Jace is at work right now, so I don't know how she was able to leave a message. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to macOS screen capture. There we go. Okay. I think I changed it. I think we're good. Sorry about that. Okay. And then close out studio mode. Okay, there we go. And we're good. And issues solved. Thank you for not hacking my screen. Or hacking my stream. Thank you. Okay. Cool. With that, we have two options to play. We have accuracy mode and classic mode. Classic mode is what I've done for every other stream. We also have accuracy mode where basically the speed at which you respond does not matter. It's only like if you get the answer right. Like how fast you respond doesn't matter. What are we feeling? Be vocal in the chat about this. Would you rather have it be accuracy, or would you rather have how fast you respond affect how many points, like how many points you do? I'm leaning towards accuracy, but I'm worried about just everyone getting two people getting every question right, which probably won't happen. Okay. Well, I see 2 for classic. I see accuracy. Steven, I see you said accuracy. Steven, you haven't even finished Tress of the Emerald Sea. Come back. Your vote doesn't count, Steven. Okay. I'm seeing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, the people are vocal. Okay. I'm seeing it's leaning accuracy, maybe 50-50 split. I think let's go with accuracy because I've never done accuracy before. I've always done classic. So let's just see how it pans out, and then when I do one of these in the future, we'll have that as a frame of reference. So we're gonna go with accuracy for this one. and then we'll see how that. Then we'll see if it sucks. Then for the future, we'll just do whatever. Does this go through Emberdark? There are 2 Emberdark questions. One of them you don't need to have read the book to get the answer to. The other one is non-spoiler, but yeah. So yes, there are 2 Emberdark questions on here. Does this include Lost Tales? No, it does not. That's a good question. There are no Lost Tales, and there are no Cosmere RPG. There's one question that it's not Cosmere RPG. This is pre-Cosmere RPG, because one of the questions is kind of affected by that. Do you use your Discord username if you win? No. If you're winning, though, let me know in the chat just who you are. Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much, but I'll be able to figure it out because I'm only tracking down one of you. We got 35 people in this. Woo! 80 fan. What is this? Does it include my fanfic? No, it does not include your fanfiction, Mac. Your fanfiction is not one. It's actually gonna be the first review question. Yeah. So. Yep. Yeah. What time are we at right now? Oh, we're at 9:08. Sorry, I got yapping. That's on me, guys. We're off to a late start, but that's okay. Shout out to Zainif. I see you in there. I appreciate what you're doing. For those who don't know, Zainif, it's 2 a.m. where he's at, and his wife is not fully supportive, but is accepting of the fact that he's playing this Cosmere RPG trivia. So shout out to Zainif in the chat. Everyone show your love. Yeah, we'll get things started at 9. How many people do we have in the Kahoot right now? We have 20 people in the Kahoot and 35 people in the thing. So let's wait until I'm just gonna wait a little bit just because there's 35 people on the stream and 20 people on the Kahoot. So I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. I'm good at yapping. Y'all know me. Does this include Six of the Dusk? Not Isles of the Ember. There's no questions about. Never. Talking about this kind of gives away one of the answers, but there's no questions differentiating Six of the Dusk to Isles of the Emberdark, if that is your question. Thanks, guys. She's snoring next to me. I'm glad she's sleeping. Yeah. Yeah. Again, one last time is the amount of points you get is based on getting it correct. There's no time restrictions, so it's not go fast. Yeah, and we'll get things started in a quick second here. I'm just gonna. Can I insert ads? Is that what this button does? Did that just insert an ad? Hey, that just gave me 10 cents in ad revenue, so I really needed that dime. That pays for the internet. I don't know if that actually did anything. Also, it's the only way for me to see the chat is through the live stream, and it does not stick out. If you super chat, yes, A Dylan does get the money with a super chat. It does not go to YouTube. Yeah, the most money I've ever made in a day on Cosmere Horizons is still my first live stream trivia. Yeah, that was a fun day. And that was the one that Brandon Sanderson showed up to. Oh, that was such a good live stream. Absolutely loved that. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the chat separately just in case, and then I'll be ready to go in just a second. Cool. Let me know if the Kahoot music is too loud. Every time I put non-copyright music, my videos always get copyright strike. And I don't live stream enough to put enough time in to figure that out. All right. Who's ready for some live stream Cosmere trivia? It is 10 minutes afterwards. I'm ready to win, Dylan. Steven, there is a Trust of the Emerald Sea question in here. So, maybe you will. Maybe you will. Oh! Mac, oh, I wish I had those confetti poppers. Here, you know what? As a shout out back to when I did the first trivia live stream, Mac, thank you much for the $5 donation. I ripped up napkins and I threw them during my confetti during my live stream last time. Thank you much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate that. Oh, that is awesome, Mac. You are too. 6H23 with the two guys. We haven't even started the trivia yet. Sorry, I might be blowing out my microphone right now. But thank you guys. Mac, thank you for the $5 dono. 6H, thank you for the $2 dono. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing. I can't wait to play the Cosmere RPG with you on Friday. All right. With that, let's go into and start some Cosmere live stream trivia. Oh, gather together. Oh, here's a tutorial, you guys. You get points when you get the correct answer. In case that wasn't clear. Okay, and let's begin. Whoa, this is intense. Cosmere Trivia Night. Question number 1. Here we go. Which bridgeman is known for making stew? Kaladin, Relaine, Teft, or Rock? Okay, there is still a timer. I was worried there wasn't going to be a timer for a second. That freaked me out a little bit. Yeah. As a... Yeah. I'm realizing something about doing accuracy mode that I'm not a huge fan of. But anyway, that is correct. It is Rock. Rock is the member of Bridge 4 who does the stew. Mac, you were looking a little too into that. The capitalization of stew had no other meaning. As a reminder, the first 10 questions are not a reminder. This is my first time telling you guys this. The first 10 questions are really easy. Not really easy. Well, kind of, yeah. Are you allowed to join late? Yes, you can join late. There's a pin at the bottom of the screen, right down there in the middle, bottom of the screen. You can join in through Kahoot, and you can still join in and play some trivia that way. It is never too late to join, and I will keep saying that multiple times. Wow, here's everyone that got it. We don't have a podium yet because a lot of people got it right. So as a reminder, the first 10 questions are going to be really easy. Next 10 are going to be medium, and the last 5 are buckle your seatbelts. All right, moving right along. What elementic metal allows you to sense other allomancers? Bronze, brass, zinc, or copper? So yeah, that's the question for this one. Yeah, got some Mistborn in here. Got a couple Mistborn Era 2 at some point. Actually, there's a good amount of Mistborn Era 2 questions on here. I don't know why. I haven't read Era 2 since fall, so I don't know. Whoa, it's almost fall again. Whoa, that's weird. That is correct. The answer is bronze. You have your bronze seekers. That is... yeah, you have your bronze seekers. Brass is soothing. Zinc is riding. Copper is... what is copper? Copper's copper clouds. And that leaves bronze to be the bronze pulsing, that thing. Yeah, okay. Moving on to the next question. I hope it gives us a podium at some point, but I'm assuming just because majority of people. Going to question number 3. Which herald is the patron herald of the Stonewards? We're looking at Shalash, Nail, Chanarach, or Talnanella. Never mind. I'm done. I'm done trying. Yeah. I said their full names, but they also go by Ash, Nail, Chana, and Taln. Yeah. And I will not overtly spoil anything Wind and Truth. So... is there a Wind and Truth? There might be a Wind and Truth question in here. I can't remember. But there's not anything like, how does the book end? You know. Yeah. That is correct. Taln is the patron herald of the Stonewards. The Stonewards' whole mentality is stepping up when others step back or being there when they're needed. And I can't think of another person in the Cosmere that fits that description as much as Taln and Elnot. I'm just going to say Taln. As much as Taln, or I guess you could say Adolin, but maybe I'm just repping Adolin because I love Adolin. All right, on to the next question. Zanif is on a highest answer streak of 3. Even though there's probably other people. I'm assuming Zainab's not the only one who's gotten these 3 questions right so far. Moving right along to question number 4. What metal can Marcy burn? Boom, we got an Era 2 question on there. Copper, cadmium, calcium, or chromium. Marcy is a main character in Era 2. I love Marcy. I don't love Marcy as much as I love Steris. Steris is, I think, my second favorite character in the Cosmere. No. Steris is top 7 easily for me, though. I think I like Steris more than Wayne. Is that a hot take? That feels like a hot take. I love Steris so much. Steris is everything to me. Steris is amazing. All right. Boop. Wow, that is... A lot of people got that right. Yeah, cadmium is correct. That is, she can slow down time. Wait, no, she can... Yeah, she freezes herself, so it's pretty lame, but that is what she's able to do with that. Steris is better than Adolin. William, get out of the chat. That, you can leave. I'm joking. Please don't leave. I need the viewers. All right, moving on to number 5. Which order of Night Radiance has the surges of Division and Gravitation? We're looking at Dustbringers, Windrunners, Bondsmiths, and Skybreakers. Don't worry, the questions do get harder, but maybe this one will... I wanted to soothe you guys into it. It's been a while. Just straight eating teeth. I love me a calcium supplement. Adolin is the best. Thank you. Euhar? I don't know how to pronounce that. Whoa, Cosmere Combo's in the chat. Also, it's not what I was expecting you to say, but it's good to see you nonetheless. Anyway, go check out the Cosmere Combo podcast. It's very interesting to listen to. And it's very, yeah, they do a great job with that. Skybreakers is correct. They have the surges of Gravitation and Division. Good work, everyone who's gotten things so far. If you just recently joined, you are still able to join in using the Kahoot. Go to kahoot.it and type in the game pin down below. Now, moving right along. What planet will the next Cosmere release written by Sanderson be on? This is not the meta question, although I'm realizing it's kind of a meta question. Scadrial, Taldane, Lumar, or Roshar? By the way, written by Sanderson. I don't know what the dark one is. I know Dan and Isaac are writing some stuff right now. It's not that. Written by Sanderson. The next Cosmere book written by Sanderson. What planet will it be on? You are so welcome, Tyler. I like your podcast. Yeah, check out Tyler from Cosmere Combos. Thanks you for stopping by, Tyler, by the way. No, guys, what? Guys, the Horn Eater novella releasing in 2026 or 2027 will be on Roshar. I was not expecting a full sweep. I was not expecting no one to get that right. The Horn Eater is the next novella, is the next Cosmere release in the guys. He's been announcing Horn Eater for a long time. This is not on me. I know he's writing Ghostbloods right now, but he'll write Ghostbloods 1, and then he'll probably write Horn Eater. Horn Eater is... Okay, as of December, or as of January, Horn Eater is going to be the next release by Sanderson. Ooh. Okay, Jason Lund. Okay, Zainif, you might have caught me on that one. White Sand probably will come out before that. Okay. Yep. That. Okay. I appreciate for the 3 of you who put Taldane. Yeah, that one. That's on me. Horn Eater. Yeah, I was. The point is it's not Ghostbloods Era 3, but you might be right with White Sand. I'm sorry about that. That's on me, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, at least no one got it right, so it gives no one unfair advantage. But yeah, Horn Eater or White Sand will be the next thing released. So that was for the 3 of you who put Taldane, that's a tip of the hat off to you. Tough round. I'm sorry, everyone. For the 3 of you who put White Sand, you have brownie points in my eyes. Yeah. Oops. Sorry about that. Back to easy questions. What sea is Tress from? The contrast. The Rose Sea, the Midnight Sea, the Verdant Sea, or the Crimson Sea. The Emerald Sea does have another name. I wasn't just going to put the Emerald Sea. But that would have been really funny if I did. Yeah. I shouldn't have put Taldane as a fake answer. That's on me. Anyway, well, things move on. Last question. Tell us the future. This question. How sound does a cow make? That is correct. The Verdant Sea is an alternate name for the Emerald Sea. The colors of the buttons almost made you pick the wrong one. That's actually a good point. See, that was part of my plan. That was part of my master plan to trip you all up. Moving right along. Great job work to everyone who got the question right. What heightening are returned when they return? Yeah. I've run out of water, but that's okay. For those of you who have just joined late or just have gotten here, you are welcome to join on the trivia stream. You can still use the game pin in the bottom middle of the screen, 619902. Yeah. You can join in and play some Cosmere trivia. Oh, Bennett's like, what? Yeah, Bennett, read Warbreaker. I told you to read Warbreaker. You read the prologue and then you put it down, okay? Bennett, I don't feel bad you got that wrong. That is correct. They return at the 5th heightening with 1 divine breath. That's funny, Mac. That's true. I have been eating spores. All right. Moving on to It Returns Once Again. Woo woo! You guys, a lot of you got it right. We'll get to harder questions in a second. Isles of the Emberdark flashbacks are which short story? I'm going to go fill up my water because I'm completely parched. I will be right back. Should I run an ad while I'm gone? I'll run an ad. Why not? Let's rack in that ad revenue. Everyone's saying no as I send them to the ad. If you have YouTube, when I click play an ad, it doesn't always play for everyone. Also, if you have YouTube Premium, it won't pay for that, or you don't get ads. So you just saw a blank wall for a while. Yeah, I know. Having premium is my favorite way to flex. Where's the ad? Well, I guess if the ad didn't play for you, it's done now. All right, that is correct. 6 of the Dusk is the flashback chapters. That's the question I mean, like, yes, there's an Isles of the Emberdark question, but, like, you don't need to read Isles of the Emberdark. Look at you guys. You all got it right. We are... Question 10. Let's take a little break. Let's do a little poll. Who is your favorite Colin? There is not a correct answer to this. You won't get points for this question. Yeah, who's your favorite Colin? Elakar and... Gav are also valid options. I can just only put 4, so I put the main 4 on there. Yeah. You guys all know my favorite, if I haven't made that abundantly clear. Adolin Colin, I love you. Thank you, Steven. Even though you haven't read it, you know Adolin's the best. Yeah. Yes, let's go! 65% said Adolin! I respect... The fact that Renarin and Dalinar equals crazy. Where's Yasna? Yasna, I should have put Yasna instead of Navani. I was between putting Navani and Yasna. I personally like Navani more, and we get more Navani page time, so I put Navani on it. But Yasna, Elakar, and Gav. Oh, I didn't know I could do a 6-answer question. Well, hey, for next time. Yeah. No, I love Adolin Kholin so much. Best character in the Cosmere for me. Uh, I love you, Adolin. He's so amazing. Um, William, autocorrect is really messing with you right now. But I get what you're trying to say. You can do a 6-answer Kahoot. Let's go. The fact that people say I look like Adolin is the highest compliment. If it's unclear who I will be going as to Nexus, who I'll be dressing up as, if that's unclear. Yeah. Anyway, I love you, Adolin Kholin. Kholin's amazing. Dalinar, without getting into spoilers, I'm gonna make a video soon about the ending of Wind and Truth and Dalinar specifically. Not what happens with the Contest of Champions, but what happens right afterwards and how it's handled. I hate it. And I'm going to make a video about it. All right. Anyway, next question. What about Gavilar? Gavilar, I mean, we've gotten so little Gavilar, but if Gavilar's your favorite, that's cool. That's cool. I respect that. Moving on to harder trivia questions. Who was the Lord of Rathalas? We got Hatham, Revelar, Tanalan, and Hav. All of these are characters from the Stormlight Archive, by the way. I made none of these up. Sometimes I just make them up. Yeah. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. I just turned off for a second. I don't know what that was. That is correct. It is Tanalan. Congratulations to still a majority of you guys getting that right. I mean, I guess half you guys got it right, but still. Yeah, it is Tanlan. That refers to the child, by the way, not his dad. We don't know the name of the dad. But Tanlan is the name of the child. Okay, do we get a podium now? Do we get a podium now? Nope. Ooh, 7 participants just lost their answer streaks. I don't know. I hope it gives us a podium. If not, I'll be able to go into the settings and figure something out. Yeah. Okay, cool. Going on to the next question. Which organization has a deep, deep hatred for the Sleepless? Malwish, Ghostbloods, Skybreakers, or Dragons? Yeah. Well, we'll discuss about the question after the question. For those of you who have just joined in and have not been here from the beginning, you are more than welcome to continue to join Cosmere Trivia. There is a link. You go to kahoot.it and type in the game pin 619902. Yeah. Everyone, get in line. That's funny. I was more referring to who openly will assassinate them on sight. Yeah. Again, this... I'm not going to say what book this is from. This is from... Never mind. I don't know how to discuss this. Yeah. Yeah, this one's just flat out Emberdark. Yeah, this is a flat out Emberdark question. This is the one Emberdark question I was saying that's like you kind of have needed to have read the book. Trent Ryan Katzenberger, good to see you in the chat. It's been a minute. I hope you've been well, though. I remember you sent in that Fourth Moon video idea, and that was awesome. So cool to see you here. Anyway, moving on to the next question. Puzzle. You guys got to order this. Rank these characters by age of when they're read from oldest to youngest. So don't account for the fact that Mistborn Era 3 or Era 1 takes place 300 years before Stormlight. Like, just when you're reading the book, how old are these characters? When you are reading that book. And put the oldest at the top, by the way. Yeah, oldest at the top, youngest at the bottom. I feel like, yes, oldest at the top. And I feel like the order of 2 of them are obvious and 2 of them are tricky. That's how I thought this question would be when I designed it. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. I'll talk about it in a second. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. So Zeth's age always throws me for a whirl. Wow, 25 people got it right. What the heck? I guess, like, obviously Hoyd's the oldest, and then Lord of Rule is the second oldest. But yeah, for me, I always forget that Zeth is 30 years old. That's crazy. It's wild to me that Zeth is 30 years old. I always view him as like a 15-year-old. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lucas, you get it. You get it, Lucas. All right, moving on to the next question. You got it. Wow, 5 participants have reached an answer streak of 6. Okay, maybe there's no ranking. That's okay. True or false? Rock is a knight radiant. Is it true or is it false? Mac, I don't think 30 is old. He's having the existential crisis of a 30-year-old. That's funny. That's actually all of what Zeth's arc is. He's having a midlife crisis. My training in the Cosmere is doing well. That is correct. Rock is not a Knight Radiant. He's one of the few members of Bridge 4 that don't become a Knight Radiant. Bennett just texted me. I don't know why you didn't say this in the chat, Bennett. Bennett says he did a triple take when he read Zeth's age. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next question. It's already 9:30. Wow. Time flies when you're having a good, jolly old time. Next question. Which is not a part of Elantris? Like, what is not a part of the book? Each part has a title. The life of Elantris, the spirit of Elantris, the shadow of Elantris, or the call of Elantris. Even though I don't like Elantris, I will throw an Elantris question in there. Don't worry. I see you. I see you, Elantris fans. Cries in graphic audio listener. That's really funny. That is correct. The life of Elantris is not a part of the book. Part 1 is called the call. Nope, it's called the shadow of Elantris. Part 2 is the call of Elantris. Part 3 is the spirit of Elantris. And if you want to throw in part 4 is the hope of Elantris, but that's a short story. That's a thing that happens after the book. Well, the hope of Elantris takes place during the book, but it's a short story. But anyway. Deep cut. Yeah. Oh, Tyler, if you think that's a deep cut, you're not ready. This is what I mean as in they get exponentially harder. You're not ready for questions like 20 through 25. Anyway, moving on to question number 16. Nope, sorry. Now moving on to question number 16. Good job to everyone who got it. Bennett, shout out to you because you haven't read Elantris, and I know you haven't. The prologue POV of Words of Radiance. Who is the POV for the Words of Radiance for the second book in the Stormlight Archive? Also, I have a credit card on the table, and I almost just started fidgeting with it because I have ADHD, and I'm glad I didn't just fidget with a credit card on live stream. I'm glad I didn't do that. Yeah. I hope you all are enjoying the Kahoot music because I can't hear it. So, watch you guys just also not be able to hear the Kahoot music. I'm going to feel really awkward then that I'm just sitting here in silence. Also, oops, that's the wrong. That is correct. Yasna is the POV for the Yasna is the POV for the second book of Stormlight Archive. Does it show? Oh, you can't hear it. That's awkward. Never mind then. Here, I can turn it on. Maybe. Where is it? Maybe I can't turn it. Oh, there's no music. That's why. Wait, is there? I don't know. Yeah. With that, I will say, are you guys able to see what place you're in? That I'm curious about because I'm not able to see what place you're in, unless there's like a specific leaderboard button that I'm missing. Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys able to see? Yeah, I can. I'm in 5th right now. I'm in 7th. Says I'm in 4th. I can't, but someone just said they're in 4th. We can see what place we're in. It says I'm on the podium. 6th. Yeah, I can see that I'm on the podium. I can only see on the podium. 7th on podium. Okay, so apparently people are saying that they're on the podium, whatever that means. Maybe it's because so many people keep getting all the questions right. Maybe that there's just a bunch of you on the podium. I'm sure it'll, maybe the more we get, people start getting questions wrong. Which of these members can't swim? This is a deep cut. If you ask for a deep cut, Rock, Lopin, Teft, and Huyo. Only one of these members cannot swim. Gotcha. If you're not the top 3, you cannot see your position. Because if you're in the top 3, it just says you're on the podium. And there's probably a lot of you on the top 3 if you've gotten most of the questions right. So yeah, that's probably what it is. Bennett is correct. This is a question from Dawnshard. Yeah. In Dawnshard, they mention Lopin and Julio start talking about how they're able to swim. And they also include Rock in that edition. Yeah, in Dawnshard, I believe it's chapter 3. They talk about Julio and Lopin talk about how they swim, and they mention the fact that Rock can swim because I think Cord's there. Maybe I can't remember if Cord's why they mentioned it. But Teft is not included in that, and they talk about how they're one of the few members of Bridge 4 who can swim. So yeah, it's assumed that Teft cannot swim, but it's confirmed that the other 3 can swim. Anyway, yeah. Good job to the 9 of you who got that correct. First time we've got 1 row. Let's go! Anyway, moving on to the next question. A crasher is a twin born with allomantic pewter, ferrochemical iron, allomantic steel, ferrochemical iron, allomantic steel, ferrochemical bendalloy, or allomantic iron, ferrochemical steel. Now I'm imagining Kaladin flailing in the water trying to swim. That's funny. Y'all have 4 seconds left, by the way. Yeah. That is correct. A crasher, which is what wax is, has the allomantic ability of steel and ferrochemical iron. They can push and change their weight. Good job to those of you who got that right. How many have there been since the Cassandra? What do you mean how many? How many have there been? Like how many crashers have they been since the Cassandra? Is that what you're asking? Points to people who got my sub trivia. I don't even know what the question was. Are you talking about how many crashers they've been since the? I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. Apparently, people got your question though. Everyone said 3. Wow. Yeah, good job everyone with the sub question. For those of you who are just joining us, I keep saying this because the number keeps changing. It's going up slightly. So you are still able to join in on the trivia. Use the game pin down below on Kahoot.it. There have been 3 crashers since the Cassandra. That would have been a good trivia question. I'm going to pocket that and steal that for a future trivia post. For those of you who don't know, I do daily trivia questions, which is cool. Question number 19. Of the original 11 members of Kelsey's crew, how many survived to the end of Hero of Ages? I won't mention which specific member so it doesn't spoil, and the 0.5 is exactly who you're thinking of. And if you don't know who the 0.5 is, round down. And, I have the wrong answer in this. I have the wrong answer on this. I'm just now realizing it. It's 3.5, or it's 4.5. And I have the wrong answer on this. Am I able to skip this trivia question? Am I able to... I put 3.5 as the answer, and I know it's 4.5. Yeah. The 14 of you, yeah, that's on me. I was thinking through who they were in my head, and I was like, no, yep, that's on me. Oh, I feel bad about that. That's on me. That's on me. I should be able to see afterwards. Yeah, that's on me. Actually, the answer. Ah, shoot. I'll be able to go through afterwards and see who got this question wrong. I'm going to negate this question. Yeah, that's on me. The answer, the person I would include as a half is the person. Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, that was a bad question. That's on me. Let's move on to a poll. Let's change the topic. Who's your favorite flashbacks from the Stormlight Archive? Max, I'm still confused. Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about Iron Eyes. I did forget about Iron Eyes. That's who completely negated my mind. And God. That one also did too. I like how... Well, okay. Venli and Esh and I were going to have the least amount of votes regardless. So, yeah. Kaladin, yeah, interesting. Yeah, for me, Dalinar's at the top for me. The way I would rank the flashbacks in my mind, Dalinar's my favorite, then Szeth, then Kaladin, then Venli and Eshonai, and then Shallan. I hate Shallan's flashbacks. Is that a crazy take? Shallan's is yeah, I can't see Shallan or Eshonai and Venli's being someone's favorite flashbacks. I can see it not being someone's least favorite because it's not my least favorite. Shallan is my least favorite. I cannot stand Shallan's flashback chapters. I think they're pointless, other than the reveal that happens at the end, and that you don't need the context of all the flashback chapters, and they're not engaging to read. So anyway, sorry, not to hate on Shallan's flashbacks. I don't hate them that much, but they're just my least favorite of the bunch. All right, back to the hard trivia questions. This is the question that do not take into account the Cosmere RPG. All of these orders are all confirmed to take squires, except for which? They are confirmed through different epigraphs. They are confirmed in different chapters. But there is one that is not. There's one that has not been confirmed to take a squire. I don't think anyone's going to get this one right. But I feel confident that this is the correct answer, because this one I copper mined and confirmed. That is correct. It is the Edge Dancer. Shout out to the 4 of you who got that right. Bondsmiths have been confirmed to be able to take squires. This was information presented. I don't know. I don't think it was an epigraph. I think it was Rhythm of War, as well as in the Cosmere RPG, the Bondsmiths was confirmed that Bondsmiths can in fact take squires. Dustbringers are also able to take squires. Will Shapers are also able to take squires. The non-confirmed orders, there's 6 have been confirmed. Edge Dancer is one of the ones that aren't confirmed. I just chose Edge Dancer because they seem the most likely of those to be able to take squires. The confirmed orders are Lightweavers, Windrunners, Stonewards, Bondsmiths, Dustbringers, and Will Shapers. Edge Dancers, Else Callers, Edge Dancers, Else Callers, and there's 2 more orders that I'm forgetting. Truth Watchers and Skybreakers are not able to take squires, I believe. Yeah, I believe 6 are confirmed, 4 are not confirmed to be able to pick up a squire. Yeah. Where is it confirmed in Dustbringers and Will Shapers? On the Coppermind, it has links to it. One of them was an epigraph in Words of Radiance. I think the Dustbringers was an epigraph in Words of Radiance, and I can't remember where Will Shapers was, but it had a link to it too. Oh yeah, Skybreakers definitely do take squires. They do in the book. That's a good point. So Skybreakers is an order that take squares. Next. Congratulations to the 4 of you got that right. All right, moving on to question 22. We only got 3 questions left. Which 2? This is the meta question. This is the dreaded meta question. I know y'all have been dreading it, but which 2 Cosmere books were released 3 months apart? Alloy of Law and Shadows of Self, Hero of Ages and Warbreakers, Trust the Emerald Sea and Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, or Shadows of Self and Bands of Mourning? Oh, I think it's really interesting that these two books came out two apart. Also, I'm going to sit on my chair now because I have OCD. Also, if you, not to say this for the fifth time, but if you are just now joining us, feel free. You are more than welcome to continue to join. We only got about 3 or 4 questions left, but you can use Kahoot.it and type in the game pin to play some Cosmere trivia with us. Sorry, Trent. Oh my gosh, 2 people talking about computers crashing and internet going out. I feel bad. Sorry, y'all. I'm glad there's not like money prizes on the line. That is correct. It is Shadows himself and Bands of Morning. The reason I put Tress of the Emerald Sea and Yumi the Nightmare Painter is they were 6 months apart. That is correct, Jason. The Tress and Yumi were 6 months apart because don't forget Frugal Wizard came out there. So, and Tress and Frugal Wizard came out 3 months apart. And Shadows of Self came out October of 2015, and Shadows and Bands of Morning came out January of 2016. Yeah, don't forget about Frugal Wizard. Someone said something about Secret History. Yeah, Secret History I think came out in that time frame too, which is just insane. There's so much Era 2 content coming out in that time. Yeah, Mac goes, oh wait, no, I got it right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Moving on to question 23. We got 3 questions left. Congratulations, all you got it right. Good work out there. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Mistborn Secret History came out the same month as Bands of Morning. That's valid. If I had to wait after Bands of Morning for Secret History, I would have freaked out. Which is the largest Reshi Isle? All of these are Reshi Isles on Roshar, but you got Quilly, Cadrix, Sumi, and Arak. And those are all isles, but which one is the largest Reshi Isle? Wow, Secret History was a secret digital book that you only found out from the afterwards of Bands of Morning. That's really cool. That's interesting. I love Secret History. I love what Secret History does. I don't actually like Secret History. I think the middle's kind of boring. But now that I've read Elantris, maybe my mind will change. The Isles do have names. Cadrix is the largest of the Isles. Maybe we'll go visit there eventually. But yeah, Cadrix is the largest of the Isles. The Isles do have names. Yeah. Anyway, good job to everyone who got that one right. Woo, woo, woo. Nice job, Riki. Moving right along. Second to last question, guys. The Lilting Abyss is a gigantic aquatic feature on which planet? I'm forgetting where this is mentioned, and I need to think about where this is mentioned for when I explain the question. Yeah. Elantris is the best Sanderson book without a sequel. William, that is a take. That is a take, William. That is a take that I disagree with heavily, but I respect your opinion. It is a name from Threnody. Yeah. Nice job. Congrats to you who saw this randomly on the Coppermine like 2 days ago. I saw this randomly on the Coppermine this morning. I clicked random questions or random page. Yeah, correct. Scadrial. It is not on Scadrial. It's not on Teldain. Is not on First of the Sun. And yeah, it kind of does sound like a name from Threnody. It sounds very ominous. But yeah, Elantris being the best Sanderson book without a sequel, that's a crazy take. I don't know. I would put Warbreaker and Yumi and Tress and Sunlit Man above Elantris. But I understand the argument for Sunlit Man being beneath it. Oh, no. Okay, so William, I don't know why I'm like being so personal with you right now, but I don't know if you've seen my ranking. I don't know if you've seen my Cosmere ranking. Elantris is like 20. I put Elantris below the White Sand graphic novel. I'm not the biggest White Sand fan, or I'm not the biggest Elantris fan. Well, I'm not fans of either of them. Well, I am, because obviously I love the Cosmere. I like Elantris, okay? I don't hate on Elantris. I like hating on Elantris as a bit. Um, but it's, yeah, I have no, I like the Sanderlanche. I do like the Sanderlanche a lot. I like how that whole puzzle is solved. Um, but I don't, I think Raiden's fine. Galadon's awesome. I think Sereni's boring. And I think Hrathen is overhyped. Yeah, not to like leave that and then just leave you guys. But yeah. Okay, final question of Cosmere trivia. What is the name of the copper missing on Kelsier's crew? Jadal, Edgard, Cladden, and Lestibornes. See, this is kind of why I wish I would have done Classic, because this one, if you have time to think about it, it can help you. Yeah, I wish I would have done. In hindsight, I don't think I'm going to do accuracy again, just because I like having the podium throughout. But yeah, this is correct. Gosh, okay. I didn't expect a lot of people to get that right. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. I was trying to find an interesting way to word the fact that Club's name is Cladden. Yeah, I did just diss Hrathen. Let me close out trivia, and then let me rant about Elantris. All right, looking at the podium, I'm going to go into the settings a little bit after to confirm. But 6H23, Light Song and Entity. Oh, that's a good reference. Oh, whoa, Silver. Oh my goodness. With 17 out of the 23 questions, Styx and Professional Klolos. And coming in gold, getting 18 out of the 23, we have Cultist Toby. Congratulations again. Cultist, I think you've already won, but good job, Cultist. Getting on top of the podium. I'm going to go through. Also, you already have the roll, so that makes your job easier. So I'll, Professional Klolos and Stick, you will potentially, after I confirm a few things on my end, have, it's Professor Kolos. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Well, Professor Kolos. Mac. Oh, I didn't even realize that was you. Well, Mac, you will have the scholar roll coming your way, as well as, who is the other one? Stick. Whoever Stick is, let me know. But congratulations to Cultist for winning the Cosmere Trivia. Love to see it. Thank you, everyone that came out here. I can switch back to the countdown. Or not the countdown. I can switch back to the talking. I didn't expect that at all. Dang, that's funny. Yeah. Thank you. You already have the Scholar, Mac? I didn't even realize that. Well, then whoever Stick is, and if not 6H, it's coming your way. Someone's getting the Scholar roll. Maybe I'll just throw it around, because I'll probably just give it to everyone that was up there, because I kind of feel bad. Things went a little bit went a little bit wrong, but that's okay. It worked out in the end. We still had a great time, didn't we all? Thank you again, everyone who tuned in. I'm going to go into a Elantris rant, because now you got me excited. But yeah, I appreciate you all for coming out. I had a great time with doing this. It's always so much fun to like have a live stream just to talk with the community. Yeah, I think it's a ton of fun. Community involvement is such a huge thing for me, and I love doing stuff with that in Cosmere, which is why I'm doing things like the Shards of Summer challenge. Here's some CJ. Aww. CJ, I miss you. Can't wait to play the Cosmere RPG on Wednesday. What I was going to say is I love doing community involvement stuff. I love Nexus, and I love doing the Shards of Summer challenge. That has been a blast with you all, and I love just being able to talk with you all and talking the Cosmere. Shout out to Zaynif, and shout out to Zaynif's wife for supporting him on joining Cosmere Trivia. It's probably 3 a.m. where you are now, so thank you again for joining on that. A huge shout out, very much appreciated. I had a great time with this tonight, and now let me talk about how much I hate Elantris. Okay, Elantris isn't good, guys, and Brandon himself has even admitted this. Okay, here's the thing. It's, the setting is cool, okay? You have a cool little city, okay? I appreciate that. There's gonna be full Elantris spoilers. The Sanderlanche with the chasm, that's pretty cool. I see what you did. I see what you did with that one, okay? That was cool. Really, really liked that. Sereni doesn't do is boring, doesn't do anything. Okay, the symbols are cool. Yeah, the symbols are cool. Yeah, the magic systems are pretty awesome. Soul Stamping's cool. Soul Stamping's from the Emperor's Soul, though. I don't care if it's on the same planet, okay? I cannot wait to get soul stamping in the Cosmere RPG and to get Andor in the Cosmere RPG. But all y'all are like, oh my gosh, I love Warbreaker so much. Let's get rid. Oh, the Warbreaker magic system is so much less cool than the magic systems from Elantris. Okay, so I don't. We're gonna get Warbreaker RPG before Elantris RPG because that's what the community wants, and I don't support you in this community. I'm mad about this. Okay, yes, the symbols are cool, but imagine how cool. I think the magic system's awesome. I think the story is bad. Okay, the story's not bad. I'm overreacting a little bit. No, you know what? I'm not overreacting. You know what? I'm gonna burn my copy of Elantris right now. I'm not gonna burn my copy of Elantris. Elantris is. I love the magic system of Elantris, and reading it made me really. I really liked that moment in the Lost Metal. That was one of my favorite crossover moments of the entire Cosmere. That was awesome. But I also think like. I can't name any characters from Elantris. You have Sereni, you have Raoden, you have Hrathen, you have the evil guy, and then you thought you got Kian. You have the uncle. He's pretty cool. You have Raoden's dad. He's a jerk. Yeah. Now burn for like Elantris. Here's Delof, that's his name. The conflict between Delof and Hrathen is it's fine. Oh my gosh, Hrathen dies at the end. I forgot about that. Okay, Hrathen's fine. Hrathen's fine. I think a lot. I'm excited for Elantris 2. Like, I love the world, and I'm so excited to go back to it. I just don't like Elantris 1, and I'm not a fan of the characters. But Raoden and Sereni aren't going to be characters in Elantris 2. Well, they will be, but they're not going to be main characters. It's pivoting to the niece and nephew and Kian's family, and if they're built out, like, they're like fresh characters in my mind, so they can be built out. So I'm really excited for Elantris 2 and 3. I am more excited for Elantris 2 and 3 than I am Ghost Splits. That's not true. That's not true at all. I'm excited for Elantris 2 and 3, though. How about this? I'm more excited for Elantris 2 and 3 than I was for Isles of the Emberdark. That's how I feel about that. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we're getting Elantris 2 and 3. We're getting Elantris 2 summer of 2028. Nope, summer of 2029. And then we're getting Elantris 3 summer of 2030 as his current schedule. Sometimes it shifts around. Elantris 2? Elantris 3? That's funny. Yeah, I do like, I would love to see some soul stamping in Elantris 2 and 3. I think that would be awesome and totally plausible. Mac, that is a wild take. What was... Hrathen Delof was one of the worst writing Brandon has done. That's a crazy take, Mac. But you know what? I'll stand with it. Let Elantris burn. Yeah. I think Elantris is fine. I think White Sand is better. I don't think White Sand's that good, but I think White Sand's better. I think out of everything on that shelf, if you told me to read one right now, Elantris is my last pick. Yeah. No, Edge Dancer is my last pick. And no, I'd rather read Dawn Shard. Edge Dancer is my last pick up there. I don't like Edge Dancer. Like, okay, Elantris is where I draw the line of... Nope, White Sand is where I draw... No, Well of Ascension is where I draw the line of... I'm good. But, like, Well of Ascension has its time and place for me. So, like, everything in my ranking, White Sand and lower, I'm like, not huge fond of. I'm so hungry. I could eat cookies right now. I'm going to go make cookies soon. Elantris I've read 15 times. Holy cow. Okay, you know what? You've convinced me. I will reread Elantris at some point. I need to reread The Way of Kings first because I have a video planning on making that and it involves me rereading The Way of Kings. So I'll probably reread Stormlight. But you know what? I'll reread Elantris for you at some point. Just for you, William. I found a copy of the original unpublished White Sand online. I don't know how canon that is. I read through the graphic audio. I plan on picking the White Sand graphic novel up when I go to Nexus this year. Do a chapter reaction to each Elantris chapter. I'll do an Elantris review. I don't think I'll do a chapter reaction because that would perform horrible on YouTube. I'm going to make a booktube video to review you. I'll make an Elantris review and I'll title it "It Sucks" just for the clickbait. Oh my gosh, people were not happy, which like validly so when I named my Mistborn Era 3 update. Mistborn Era 3 is halfway done. People did not like that. And you know what? That's kind of valid. That's valid. I renamed it to The New Mistborn's Halfway Done. I couldn't think of that title when I published it, and I wanted to upload it because each second the update got older. So it was for YouTube views. Sorry everyone, but I did rename it, so I adjusted, and I take responsibility for that. And I'm sorry. I have a new video coming up on Wednesday. How to make a character in the Cosmere RPG, and I'm very excited about it, and I'm very proud of it. We should all write notes while you read and make a vid. Yeah, I think Elantris. Ready? Let me rank the Cosmere right now with Isles of the Emberdark in it. Elantris. I'm just gonna do main things. What was wrong with the Era 3 name? Because I said Era 3 is halfway done when only book 1 of Era 3 was halfway done, so people were like, the new Mistborn isn't halfway done. Sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm mocking. That is it was a valid clickbait. The new Mistborn was not halfway done, and I titled the video "The New Mistborn's Halfway Done." So that is on me. That's on me. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take responsibility for that. Yeah. I love you, Elantris Defenders. I respect you. I respect it. I don't agree at all, but I respect it. Yeah. Do I have any other Cosmere hot takes? I should do a Cosmere hot takes video. Elantris, don't like it. Sunlit Man, I used to love. That was a hot take. Not anymore, though. I think Sunlit Man's good. What's another hot take I have? Any opinion on Wind and Truth is a hot take. So I somewhat enjoy the book. Is that a hot take? I don't like Well of Ascension. I don't like Secret History. I do not like Mistborn Secret History. And I don't like Biochromatic Breath. I don't hate Biochromatic Breath. That's not a hot take. Well, it kind of is. Because I'm saying it's not a hot take because I'm kind of making up. I have no passionate feelings about Biochromatic Breath. I think it's a fine magic system. I don't think it's the best one Sanderson's done. I think Soul Stamping is the best one he's done. Followed by Ferrochemy. I think my favorite magic systems are Soul Stamping #1. Ferrochemy. Then I think I would go to Aeon Door. I think Aeon Door. This is what I mean. I think the magic systems. Hot take. The RPG isn't canon. What do you mean? That's not even a. Whoa! Just drop that. Sorry, that's not a hot take. That's just a wrong take. That's like saying Way of Kings isn't canon. Of course it's canon. The RPG also. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound super aggressive. But yeah, I think the Cosmere RPG is canon, especially if you read Stonewalkers. That is explicitly canon, and the same thing will be for Mistborn Legacy, coming out next year. I don't know what a Mandra is. Yeah, it does make note about when you're playing Skybreaker and Dustbringers about when you unlock the Surge of Division. You can play it in a canon way, or you can just play it as you get it after you say the first ideal. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go make cookies. What time is it? Oh, it's probably too late for cookies. I shouldn't eat cookies at 11 p.m. I'm going to go eat chips and salsa then. I am hungry. I need to go edit my video for character creation in the Cosmere RPG. And I'm excited for you all to see me make my Truth Watcher Kavar. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, again, for coming out, playing Cosmere Trivia. I had a blast tonight. I had a really good time. Thank you again, Mac and 6H, for the donos. It made the world for me. Eat cookies. You are young and still have metabolism. I appreciate that. That's true. You know what? Maybe I will eat cookies. It is my birthday next week, though. So I'll eat cookies now. It's 3 a.m. here. Heck yeah, Zainab. I like that you're still here. I like that you haven't left. Like, you have out of anyone a reason to leave, and you're still kicking back. Yeah, I think... What was I going to say? I think... What was I just talking about? Oh, yeah, it's my birthday next Sunday. So, Stars of Summer probably won't do that then. Yeah, I hope I asked for the Way of Kings Prime for my birthday, or Dragonsteel Prime. Here's a weird thing about me. I hate knowing what I'm gonna get for my birthday. Like, if for some reason it's just something that bothers me. Like, as a kid, if I found my gifts before, like, here's the weird thing. I would search for my gifts, and then if I found them, I'd cry. Like, because I don't like knowing what I'm gonna get. And obviously now that I'm older, I get not like as potent gifts, but usually my parents give me one or two things. Jace, my girlfriend, gives me one or two things. And so I like, they're like, what do you want for my birthday? And I give them like 20 options because I'm like, pick from here. Because at that point it's like random. So I asked for the Wave Kings Prime, and Dragonsteel Prime, and a couple of like, those are two things on my list, but those are the Cosmere relevant things. Also new pajama set, also new dice sets. So I guess there's a lot of Cosmere stuff on there. I like the Cosmere guys. I think Cosmere's pretty cool. The Way King's Prime isn't good. No, don't say that. It's 800 pages and I'm going to read it. So, shoot. Cool person, you say that as a joke of you imagine my parents finding me ripped up the house for my gifts and just to find me bawling. That's exactly what happened. Well, I didn't like tear apart the house. I just went under their bed because they always hid it under their bed. Yeah. That was a rough day. I got a Twister for like my 8th birthday. Yeah, it's free audiobook of YouTube. I know, but it would look cool on the shelf. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I just get the audiobook and listen to it. Part of the Way of King's Prime is described by Hoyt. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, really? You can tell? Okay. I mean, I feel like I need to read it at some point just because I have this whole YouTube thing. Also, I think it'd be an interesting read. But yeah, I'll probably like it more than Elantris. Yeah, Wave Kings Prime will be interesting. How long do you estimate till another trivia? That's a good question. I'll probably do one after. I guarantee the next one will be what was I gonna say? There'll be one in December after Nexus. I know that's 4 months away. Because I want to do one after Nexus. The issue is I'm still a full-time student, and so I go to film school in Chicago, and it's really hard to run a channel while being a film school, while also being a wedding videographer. It's like juggling a main business, which is like a side business, I guess it's not really business, it's just I do it for fun. And then yeah. And so there'll be one either right before Nexus, but right after Nexus, people will be a lot more hyped about the Cosmere. So I'll probably get more engagement if I do it right after Nexus. So I'll probably do one right after Nexus. And then that if we do some Shards of Winter thing, which is not confirmed yet. We haven't even talked about it. I'm going to be so honest. Mo and I have been texting and being like, it would be fun, which isn't a surprise or announcement. I think it would be fun. It's also a lot of work. So it would be fun to do a Shards of Winter thing and kick right into that. And start that off maybe with a Cosmere live stream. Announce it on it. Okay, guys, there's a solid chance I don't announce it on a trivia live stream, but it would be kind of fun to announce a Shards of Winter thing on a trivia live stream. Yeah. Yeah, what are the questions be? There'll be one question about Dawn Shards. Sorry, I haven't done a Dawn Shard question in a minute. Granted, there's not much you can do with Dawn Shard questions. Which of these is not a Dawn Shard? And then I have 3 options. So maybe there won't be a Dawn Shard question. What book are Dawn Shards introduced? That could be a tricky one. Sarcasm, because it's Dawn Shard. Unless it's not Dawn Shard, then that would be a trick question. That would be fun. Yeah, again, I'm probably going to close it off here. Yeah, thank you again, everyone who came out. I'm going to go back to editing because that's all I do. I just sit here and I edit, and it's kind of horrible, but that's okay. It's not Dawn Shard. Dawn Shards aren't first mentioned in Dawn Shard. Oh, interesting. Maybe that will be a trivia question. Sneak peek. What do you count as introduced? I guess like mentioned. Like even if it's like there was a tool used to kill God. I wonder how Aeon Alcym's doing. I wonder if he's still alive. That'd be cool. I should do like a theories live stream. Light Colors did something similar to that. I just like talking. So. Oh, then Wave Kings. Interesting. That'll probably be a trivia question. Hey, good night, Jason. Good for hopping off. It's like 3 a.m., dude. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting tired and hungry. I ate dinner, but it was like 6 hours ago. But yeah. At MacMay. Yes, the Cosmere problem. Yeah. All right. Again, thank you everyone for the donos. Thank you everyone for a great trivia live stream. I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to hop off. Thank you again, everyone. It's been a blast. Thank you so much to my patrons, Max6H23, Zainif, and Dan for your constant support. And yeah, okay. Love you.